Hello everybody, welcome back to EduTap. I hope you guys are doing absolutely good. So, PFRD Grade A 2025 students, if you are appearing for Phase 2 and if you are trying to get the list of most important topics which can help you to fetch the score of 75 plus, then this video is for you. Now, once you score 75 plus in paper 2, then definitely that is a wonderful score to have. Okay, so please be there with me for the next coming 10 minutes and I will give you the list of all the important topics which you have to cover in the Phase 2 paper 2. Right, but before I move forward, my friends, EduTap is currently offering you a big discount on all the courses which are related to PFRDA. You have to use the code which is Festival85. You can use it, and this particular code is only valid up to midnight of 25th of September. So it's a kind of a Navratri gift which we are giving to all of you. Okay, and yes, if you want to have the detailed syllabus, if you want to check that what are the different subtopics which you have to cover in each subject, then you can download this free ebook. The link is given in the description box below. Now when you see the phase 2 paper 2, it again has 7 components: finance, management, pension, commerce and accounts, costing, economics and companies act. First question: can I afford to leave any one component? The answer is no. It's not phase 1, this is phase 2. In phase 2, every question matters. So all the 7 components starting from finance to companies act you have to cover. You cannot say that sir मैंने phase 1 में commerce and accounts छोड़ा था, अभी भी मैं commerce and accounts छोड़ रहा हूँ. That is not going to help you. You have to cover A to Z for all the different components. Okay, mind you my friends, if you have to score 75 plus, right, each question in PFRD grade A phase 2 paper 2 is of 2 marks, then I am expecting that you will do 37 to 38 questions correct with full accuracy. And now over here the first point which you have to remember is accuracy and command is needed. Like for example, if you are attempting all the 50 questions in the paper 2, but out of 50 only 30 are correct, 20 are incorrect, so this is not a good strategy. Okay, if you are serious for phase 2 paper 2, then make sure that you get at least 37 correct. At least 37. Minimum number of the questions which should be correct is 37, and you should try to control on your negatives. So therefore you should not do any kind of tukkabazi or any kind of flukes like I think the answer will be A. That approach should not be followed. You rather have to follow the logic that yes, the answer is A because of this particular logic. So accuracy is needed and command is needed. Command will only come once you have good revision. Once you have good revision, then only the command will come. So I will prescribe you to complete all the syllabus topics at least twice. A twice revision or double revision will help you to have a good command. Okay, and second point, for scoring 75 plus, you also have to remember a good paper attempting strategy. For example, if you see a tough numerical which is coming from commerce and accounts or costing, then haath jod ke I am requesting you to leave it. Okay, because you just have 40 minutes for paper 2. So you cannot afford to give that much of time for just one question. Skip all the tough numericals and keep moving ahead to find certain easy to moderate questions. So it's like you are finding the questions which you think you can do in the one go. Because if you solve a tough question in the first attempt itself, either you will get the answer or either you will not. Moreover, if you are getting the answer, it can consume a lot of your time. So try to skip all the tough numericals at least in the first go, and try to save your time in easy components like management, finance. In management, the questions will be theoretical only. Same in pension also, in companies act also. Right, so try to make sure that you are saving your time in certain easy questions. Then yes, you can go and solve the tough questions. I'm not saying that you should not solve, I'm just saying that you should solve them later. As simple as that. So make sure that you give at least 5 full length mock tests for paper 2. Okay, and if you score 75 plus in paper 2, and if you have a decent score in paper 1 as well, which is your descriptive English, then definitely you can get or you can expect an interview call. Okay, so now let's move forward to cover each and every subject one by one. First, I will start with my favorite subject, which is management. In management, only 5 chapters are there, and all these 5 chapters are damn important for you. You cannot afford to miss any of the chapter of management. Okay, so motivation se start kariye, communication, leadership, HRD and journal management. All these chapters are important. Now, do not say sir phase 1 में HRD में से तो question आया ही नहीं. Because in phase 1 paper 2 there was no question from HRD. So sir, this will also be carried forward in phase 2 paper 2. No, you have to cover all the chapters of all the different chapters of management, right? Motivation करना है, communication करना है, leadership, HRD and journal management, and try to solve at least 50 MCQs from each chapter. Then only your confidence will increase. Okay, so in management there is no list of important topics because every chapter is important, right? Moving forward to commerce and accounts, it's a bulky component. Okay, so first you have to start with basic of accountings, which include your basic ledger entry, the journal entry, the theoretical concepts, the theory which runs behind accounts, like the concept of going concern, the concept of materialism, the concept of prudence. You should know about it, right? And in the phase 1 also, this time they have asked you very basic questions from commerce and accounts, so they can ask some 1 to 2 questions in phase 2 as well, but I am expecting that they will increase their level. The paper conducting authority will definitely increase the level in phase 2. So be sure that your basics are very clear. Then you can cover the accounting standards for property, plant and equipment. Then you have foreign exchange transactions, accounting standard for inventory also. Then you have your ratio analysis, cash flow statement, along with the basics of your P&L and balance sheet. That much of commerce and accounts you should do. Okay, and yes, if there is any easy question, then it's good for you, but if they ask you a tough question, then again the same story, leave it in the first attempt and do it later. Okay, so these are my topics which I should definitely do if I have to score 75 plus in the paper 2 for commerce and accounts. Okay, so these are must do topics, but if you have time, then definitely you can do some accounting for share capital also, accounting for your ESOPs also, accounting for bonus issue also, but that chapters will come in my later list. The first priority I will give to these 6 topics. And when I say basics, in basics also you have to do trial balance. That is also an important chapter to do. Okay, so basically in commerce and account, these 6 chapters will make the cut, but at the same end there are some other chapters also. If there are some more time left with you, then definitely you can cover the other syllabus too. Moving forward to costing. In costing, the most important chapter is lean system and its innovation. This year in phase 1 also you have seen 3 to 4 questions. Same trend will be continued in phase 2 paper 2 as well. So lean system and innovation you have to do at all cost. Then you have marginal costing. Definitely the questions coming from break even point, your I would say PV ratio, contribution margin, they will all be asked again in phase 2 also. Okay, then you have overview of costing and managerial accounting. This basically means that how you have to identify the fixed cost and variable cost, and at the end of the day you have to do different methods of costing as well, which includes your unit costing, process costing, output costing and whatnot. So these are 4 very important topics, but if you see, the topic number 4 can further be bifurcated into multiple other subtopics as well, right? Like different methods of costing का मतलब क्या है? Yeah, right, so you have process costing, budget costing, contract costing, ABC costing and whatnot. Okay, so this is how you have to cover your costing syllabus as well, but the most important chapter which nobody can afford to leave in costing is lean system and innovation, which is point number 1 in the list of chapters for costing. Moving forward to economics, quite technical subject, but still you can do it because you have covered in phase 1 as well. In economics, the topics which you have to do is demand and supply, basics of market structure, wherein you read about perfect competition and monopolistic competition, oligopoly and whatnot. Basics of oligopoly model you also have to do, national income, Keynesian theory, multiplier and accelerator, demand and supply, ISLM curve, inflation and Philip curve, and fiscal policy. Along with this, I will also add monetary policy. Okay, so these are the topics which I have to do for economics. See, in economics there is no need to become an expert, just do the basic stuff. For example, how ISLM model works, in which particular market it works, right? Will it ever achieve equilibrium or not? So these are the basic questions which you can do based on the previous year question analysis, right? And we have already taken the session on previous year questions, so you can definitely do it. Right, moving forward to Companies Act. In Companies Act also the syllabus is clearly defined. So you have to do all the chapter of Companies Act as well. Yes, you can take the risk if you want to, but I will suggest you to cover Companies Act because this is very scoring. The question will be like directly hit and straightforward. There is no logic in Companies Act, there is only data and data. So if possible, try to make your rote learning very smart in Companies Act. Start with chapter 3, prospectus and allotment, share capital and debentures, declaration of dividends, auditor and auditors. This is a very basic chapter which can be done even in one day. Appointment and qualification of directors, meeting of its boards and power, NCLT and NCLT. Okay, so these are the topics which you have to do for companies that, mind you, if you have covered them in phase 1, then you just have to revise them in phase 2, because the syllabus is ditto same. It is exactly same. Okay, so please understand that whatever you have understood in phase 1, that will be carried forward in phase 2 as well. For finance, you have to start with a chapter like bonds, equity market, debt market, derivatives, banking and financial system of India, and certain miscellaneous chapters like financial inclusion, alternative sources of finance, FRBM and finance commission. So these are the topics which definitely will help you in finance also. Okay, and finance and PFRD graded phase 2 paper 2 is basic. You will not see any tough technical question of finance. Moreover, like we have seen certain current affairs in phase 1 paper 2, so we can expect like 1 to 2 question of current affairs, but these will be very popular current affairs. Okay, so if you have time, you can cover the PFRD grade A notifications or RBI and SEBI notifications of past 1 month. Okay, but if you don't have time, then stick to the static, because that will help you a lot. For pension, these are the 4 topics which I have to do. Different type of retirement schemes in which you study about EPF and PPF, like you have Employee Provident Fund and Public Provident Fund. APY must do. NPS and UPS, Unified Pension System. You have your national pension system. These are also very very important. Different type of pension schemes include your government related schemes, like you have Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana, right? So they can ask a question on that. So these are the topics which are related to pension. Like see, Pension Management and Companies Act, in this you cannot afford to leave any topic, because they are very very basic. Okay, and if you see in last, we have completed all the different topics of finance, management, pension, commerce and accounts, costing, economics and companies act. Mind you, my friends, you just need to do 37 correct, 37 correct with 0 negatives for getting 75 plus in the paper, right? Or you can do 38 also. The range will be 37 to 38, but try to make sure that you have command over the subject. At the same time, you are damn accurate. Once these things happens, then definitely you will have a 75 plus score in your PFRDA phase 2 paper 2 as well. Mind you, my friends, just wanted to remind you that EduTap is currently offering you a huge discount, which definitely you can go and avail on our website. You just have to go on our website edutap.in, come in the PFRD grade A courses section. Once you click on single, you can see that we are offering you PFRD grade A phase 2 test series with the code of festival 85. Once you use this particular code, the prices will drop by 85% and the final price will be 1350. 1350. So in 1350 you can get the PFRD grade A phase 2 test series, which will help you to practice multiple MCQs, okay, for multiple different subjects. But if you are looking for a short course which you can complete in the span of just 20 days, then this is a PFRD grade A phase 2 recorded crash course. The classes are already done, but we have uploaded the videos in this particular course of recorded crash course. Okay, but yes, do take this particular course. If you can invest like 18, like not 18, 15 to 17 hours in a day, because you have to complete the course, right? So the best one right now is test series, and we have PFRD grade A silver and gold courses also, wherein we advise these courses only once you have 6 months of preparation time, okay, which in this case is not possible. But if you are preparing for next year, then yes, these 2 courses, gold and silver, are also very good. So that's it. Have a good day ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any special demand from the EduTap, then please let us know in the comment box below. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.